Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter and it's gear time. We're going to be taking a look at a new pack from Agilite, the AMAP III. Now you guys know that I've been talking about Agilite for a long time. I've reviewed a lot of their products in the past. As a matter of fact, I run Agilite on my primary rig. This is the Agilite K19 plate carrier, and on the back is the Agilite AMAP II. The AMAP III is a newer version. It's updated and it's got a ton of features. So let's go and talk about it. Now, in full transparency, Agilite did send this pack out to the channel for me to be able to test out and review for you. There was no money exchange. I'm not making anything on the back end. They just sent it out and said, hey, tell us what you think about it. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, I have several Agilite packs, and there's a lot of different things that I like about Agilite packs, but there's a couple that always stand out to me. One is going to be the versatility. These are probably the most versatile packs that you're going to buy, period. They're very well thought out, and there's a lot of different things that you can do. Some things that people don't even know that these packs are capable of doing. Another thing is they're currently being used by Israeli special forces. So we know that these things are in the field. We know they're being used by the military, and we know that they're built to last. They're built very tough. So these are great packs to check out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some of the features that you get with the new AMAP III. Now, for me, when it comes to size, the AMAP III is kind of in that Goldilocks zone. It's not too big where you're going to have something super bulky. It's going to weigh you down. It's also not going to hold as much stuff as some of those bigger packs, so it's not going to be like a 3-day pack. But it's also not so small where you're not going to be able to fit enough gear in it. If I had to compare it to something, I'd say it's about the same size as like a school backpack, something like that. But it's very versatile. It fits a ton, and it's also modular, which means this thing will attach to an Agilite plate carrier, or if you have a plate carrier that has MOLLE on the back, they also sell a kit that will allow you to attach this to the back of any plate carrier that has MOLLE on the back. Right now I have it set up as a backpack, but again, you can take this thing and you can convert it into a pack that attaches directly to the back of your plate carrier. It has this giant pouch on the back as well. Now, this pouch is definitely more slimmed down than pouches they've had on previous packs, kind of like the one that I showed you a second ago. This pouch on the back is quite a bit larger and quite a bit more bulky, and it just kind of, you know, hangs out there. This one's been trimmed down a little bit, but still big enough to fit your ballistic helmet or your bump helmet, even if it has night vision on it. I have a helmet back there with a PVS 14, and that fits in here just fine. So the way that that works is we have these straps that attach to laser cut hook and loop right here. It's basically like MOLLE webbing that's been laser cut, but it's completely covered in the hook and loop. And so what you do is you simply take these tabs off. They're not clips, they're actually little hooks that attach through there. You take that off, and then you take your helmet. This right here is a Hardhead Veterans bump helmet. You would take off your helmet, you slide that down inside there, and your helmet sits in there. Then you go ahead and you can clip that thing back on like that. And again, it's very adjustable, so you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. If you're not going to be using it, you can make it, you know, as small as you want so that this is actually sitting nice and flush against the pack. Now, if we take the other hook off here, so I can show you guys the rest of it, there is hook and loop that goes pretty much all the way down, including the laser cut MOLLE right there. So you can go ahead and attach, you know, whatever you want to the back of this. Now, the other cool thing I thought I really liked about this is not only is this a helmet pouch, but if you take these straps and you fold them in like this, and then you bring this panel down the back like this, that hook and loop that is on there now attaches to the hook and loop that's inside right here, and this becomes a small pouch on the back. So if you don't want to run the helmet carrier, maybe you don't even have a helmet, you just want the additional pouch, you can put all, you know, all sorts of stuff in there. You can go ahead, fold that down, and now you have a pouch at the bottom right there. It's got this little pull tab, which allows you to pull out the hook and loop that you just folded under, and you're good to go. And if you want to transition it back to a helmet carrier, all you have to do is unfold it and re-clip those little straps to that MOLLE webbing up top. So again, very versatile. It'll go from a helmet carrier to a small pouch, lots of hook and loop, lots of MOLLE. It's pretty cool. Now, if we turn this pack to the side, you're going to see a lot more attachment points. There's pretty much attachment points for just about everything on here. So if you want to be able to lash something or use a carabiner and attach it or run molly, you're going to be able to do that just about everywhere on this pouch. Also on the side, we have this nylon strap, which actually extends out pretty long. There's a little keeper on it right here. You undo that, unravel it, and you can pull that strap out pretty long to be able to get something in there that you need to hold in nice and tight. So let's say you have a sleeping mat or something like that and you want that sleeping mat to be on the side of your pouch. Simply undo this, undo the clip, put your mat or whatever it is you're going to carry on there, clip that back in, and then tighten it down, and it's going to hold it to the side nice and tight. And then we have one on the other side as well. So technically, you can have this entire pouch plus carry things on the side as well. So that, you know, there's a lot of different stuff that I like here, including even just small things like the pull tabs. The pull tabs have these like rubber, I think they're called like inglets or something. These rubber tabs right here that are really easy to grab onto. And so they're kind of big, kind of large, and they allow you to open up everything that you need to. There's a lot of zippers, and it's a pretty cool design. Now, this pack actually opens like a clamshell. So if we unhook that, make sure I have the right zippers here, and we unzip it all the way around, you can see that we can open this pack 100% and completely. As a matter of fact, I still have a Nutrigrain bar in there. A little bit of extra fuel. But on the inside, as you can see, as we have it clamshelled open here, it is all hook and loop on the inside, meaning that you can attach all sorts of panels pretty much anywhere you want. So if you're somebody who really likes to be organized, you don't just want to throw something in a pack and then have to dig for it, you can basically create a panel on either side that will hold everything that you want in a specific spot, so that when you open this, you know exactly where to grab, you know that all your stuff is going to be organized. And if you wanted to just use it as something where you can just throw stuff in it, you could do that as well. But again, I like the fact that the entire thing is hook and loop. Now we have another pouch attachment in the back right here. We can unzip, and that is where you can put up to a 3-liter hydration pouch. That'll go straight in there, and then I'll show you guys where the holes are for that in just a second here. But you can put your hydration pouch in there. You can put you know, other gear, and basically whatever you want can be put in the back right there. Now at the top right here, you can see that we have these kind of nylon straps, I guess you could say. Those are hook and loop as well, and they're stuck on. But if we pull that back, you can see that we have pretty large holes to run hydration through. So you can bring your hydration through and then fold this thing back over as far as it'll go, and it'll hold everything in place. And it is on both sides. So it doesn't matter whether you want your hydration tube to run on one side or the other. You can go ahead, pull that back, run your hydration tube through it, and you're going to be good to go. So I like the fact that they thought of that. We also have a drag handle up top, and we also have another small hole in the back here as well. Now on the back, we have probably the most comfortable shoulder straps that you're going to find, and that's because they're really well designed on where they sit on your body. So you're not constantly struggling to keep these things on your shoulders. They stay on your shoulders really nice, so you don't have to mess with it at all if you're going to be using it as a backpack. If you're going to be using it as it's attached to your plate carrier, then you're obviously not going to have to worry about that. But again, we have more attachment points, plenty of places to put things and run stuff through. We have D-rings on the top on both sides right there, and these actually come off. So it's really easy to put them on. It's easy to take them off. You simply take these things off right here if you want to attach it to your plate carrier. And then on the back, where you can see we have this breathable material on both sides, which is actually padded, and it's a fairly thick pad. I mean, just feeling it right now, I'm going to say it's almost a ½ an inch thick of padding right there. So it's going to feel pretty good on your back if you're going to be just using it as a backpack. But again, if you want to attach it to an Agilite plate carrier, what you do is you take this center portion right here, and it's going to be hard to do that with my left hand, so let me set this on the table here so I can show you. But you take that center portion, which is pretty much all hook and loop. It's just a giant hook and loop panel. And you simply take that off. So it's got the Agilite logo and right there. Take that off, you can put that inside the pouch, and that leaves you with this hook and loop panel, which corresponds to a hook and loop panel that's going to be on the Agilite plate carrier, and that's going to allow you to get everything locked on. Now, if you want extra stability, you can actually take the clips, and you could clip this directly to the plate carrier as well. So you have the hook and loop, plus you have the clips. The thing's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, my other one, the AMAP II, has been on that plate carrier for probably close to 2 years now, and I've never had a single issue with it. And then when you want to run it as a backpack again, you just simply take this panel and you put it back on the back like that, and you're good to go to use it as a backpack. So I think, again, like I was saying, a very well thought out design. Just take these, store them somewhere, put them back on. That's a backpack. Now we also have some additional storage on the outside of the pouch. Up top here, we can see we have another pull tab. We pull on that, and there is another smaller pouch located on the top on the outside. And I would say that this pouch is probably big enough, as you can see my hand kind of going in it there. It's probably big enough for like 2 bottles of water. Standard size, like Aquafina size bottles of water could fit in there. So there's a pretty decent amount of storage in that what would be considered an admin area as well. Now, if you guys want more information about this pack, as always, all you have to do is go over to my website. My website is linked down below. Once you're there, there's a little link for codes and stuff like that. So if you want to save some money or you want to find a link to something, you're going to be able to find it right there. So again, this is the Agilite AMAP III, the newest iteration of the AMAP from Agilite. And I think it's definitely worth checking out. So I want to thank you all again very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.